You see, for this Rwanda, at least that's what I think. I don't know what you think. You are free to think whichever way you want, or whatever you want. For me, I have learned lessons of our struggles, of the hardships of our country. I have learned lessons from that. And a number of lessons I have learned. One of them is, the most important for me is, I am not in control of what somebody else thinks about me, plans to do against me. I'm not in control. It's that person. But I must be in control of something. And that is what happens here in my country. So you can destabilize, attempt, or do it actually. You can do us harm. There are many things, people who wish you ill, many things, bad things. There are many things they can do. You know, even at a personal level, you can kill somebody. You can shoot me with a gun and kill me. That's a possibility for some people. But there is one thing that is impossible, that cannot happen to me, and I wish it shouldn't happen to our country. Nobody, anywhere, can bring me to my knees. Absolutely not. Because coming to your knees is your choice. I think it's a choice. There are people who make choice to be brought to their knees. But that's a no-go area for me. You can't be brought to your knees. I can't. I don't think our country should ever be brought to our knees. But people will do harm to you. They can attempt, they will do. Maybe they will succeed here and there. But bringing you to your knees, I think, please, men and women of my country, you should never accept that. We are better than this. Yes. We are much better than that. And the most final thing is I have raised with our friends in all these struggles. I have really been as elaborate as I can. I have told them, I said, look, I have begged and begged. Maybe it hasn't, but I have come to a point where in that begging process, I have raised a few things. I said, in a relationship, country to country, or even for me personally, person to person, there are three types of relationship you can have. One is we can be friends, we can be allies, we can work as closely as anyone can. And that's my choice. That's what I want. And if that is the choice of the other party, they will never find us wanting. They will never fault us with having failed to respond as good friends, As good allies, never. We are honest friends. We are honest allies with anyone who wants to be friends. The second type of choice of relationship is you can say, you know what? Why don't you ignore me and I ignore you? And we have nothing to do with each other. And for me, that's fair. If you tell me, say, this is my choice, I'll say, please have it. Let's each do our own things without bothering about the other. And for me, that's also fair if that is your choice. It's not my choice. I told you my choice is the first one. But if people you relate to think this is the choice, I think it is even fair. It's quite fair. But there is the third one. The third one is, he said, you know what? I don't like you. Not only do I not like you, I will always cause you problems. We will always conflict. Then I say also to that, since it has not come from me and it will never come from me, then still that is okay. We can live like that, and let's see where it takes us. But that also means you should be building capacities to sustain that. Meaning, in my case, in our case, we should be able to say, okay, if somebody has just sworn to keep causing you problems and enmity, we should be building capacities to contain that so that it doesn't overwhelm us one day. So when you keep coming to us with the problems, then we should be able to deal with that, to absorb that. In other words, I'm saying it will not come from us. It will not come from this country, it will not come from me, it will not to seek problems with others. And I even don't want it. But what if others have made a choice to bring the problems to you? They should find you ready to absorb it. Absorb it, contain it, and make sure it doesn't give them what they want. Of course, all that becomes costly. It diverts resources, it diverts attention, it does what? But we should be prepared for that. That's what it costs. That's the price. The price of stability and continued well-being and growth and is there. The price is there. That means we need to do the best we can and have to both to make progress, but also to defend the progress we are making. And to prove this point, as you have seen, we have been provoked, people crossed the borders, killed our people. We have not even responded. It's like nothing has happened. Murabi is our southern province. The number of border crossings and killings that have happened on our side and a lot of things, but we were able to see that somebody wanted trouble with us and drag us into this mess. So later on, when they have dragged you into these kinds of problems, like the intention was in the South, then you start looking the same. about the same. They have their own problems they are struggling with, which they want to attribute to us. So they actually wanted the validation of saying, you see, the problems we have are not actually ours, they are coming from the other side. By managing to suck you into this kind of situation, they would have achieved that. So we denied them that. Even with this other situation, we are going to deny people that kind of chance. Whoever provokes us, left, right, north, south, we will mind our business here, and I hope people will give us a chance to be able to mind our own business, and for them not so much mind our business. We don't need other people to come to resolve our problems because they have heard that we have one problem or another. It's our problem. Let's own it. Let's try to resolve it. If we are so bad or so weak or such, we are the ones to reap the consequences of that. But it is ours, it's our thing. We need the chance to be able to manage our own situation, not, as I have kept saying, we shouldn't be following the rules set by others. No, we need to set our own rules for ourselves. We need to make more choices. Even these rules should be based on choices we make about ourselves, our country, and so I think I have given you more than you wanted, but I thought it was necessary to clear the air and your minds, and but there is no free lunch. I am telling you all this so that you also respond the way you should in action, so that we deliver for our people who are waiting for us. Asanteni sana.